I got the most votes in New York State for Libertarian ever. We had never been an official party in 50 years. How did I do that? It wasn't by using any of this rhetoric. It was by creating actual solutions that both sides could accept. Right? So one of the things I talk about is the MTA in New York City is a disaster. And my nose, you see, it's horrible, right? So one of my answers was, why don't we lease out naming rights to bridges? There are a dozen bridges in New York City, right? So why isn't the George Washington Bridge or the Verrazano Bridge? Why isn't the 3M Bridge or the Kellogg's Bridge or the Pepsi Bridge or the Google Bridge? They'll drop $100 million. You
want a Valuetainment Bridge?
A Valuetainment.
We'll get you up on that.
Entertaining.
Let's do the Valuetainment.
I like that.
Absolutely, right?
I would actually entertain it.
100%. Yeah. And bankers did. They actually came to me. In my business world, I'm a business consultant. I deal with a lot of finance people. So they were like, this is a good idea, Larry. So we front load it, 10-year, 12-year lease. We front load the cash, $100 million per year. That begins to pay for the bridge. That takes care of maintenance. No need for tolls. Who pays tolls? Working poor, middle class pays tolls. The wealthy in New York City or live in New York City. So what happens is all of a sudden we get a solution and the wealthy pay more, which is what the left wants. But there's no extra taxes. So it's what the right wants. The left and the right are both satisfied. I've got better bridges, more money coming into my city, and the working poor and the middle class are taken care of. That is what made people go, huh. I didn't say I was Libertarian. I didn't say I was Democrat. I didn't say I was Republican. I said, here's an answer. And people went, oh, we're winning as Libertarians if the person in front of me assumes I'm them.
And what year was that, by the way?
2018.
And you're chalking that up to you speaking to the people about issues?
Correct.
I think you're wrong.
Tell me, please.
I'll tell you why. I think you actually were successful for the exact reason that George Jorgensen was not. Okay. It's because you're a charismatic leader. It's freaking obvious. You got some bass in your voice. Like,
Ooh,
I like listening to you.
Oh, there we go.
If you would, Pat, if you still have the numbers for what Gary Johnson did and Ron Paul and Joe Jorgensen, I'd like to just recap that because it's so clear what was wrong with Joe Jorgensen. Do you have those numbers?
4.489, Joe Jorgensen 1.865.
And what was Ron Paul?
Ron Paul was just bringing about 431.
But Ron Paul ran in 88 in the Libertarian Party.
But
he got millions.
We are now living in a social media age.
Adam, I would tell you, I would tell you that some would say that Gary Johnson is also the cure for insomnia, and you know, if you know what that means, you know.
Yes.
So it's not like
exactly a charismatic leader.
Nothing against him. I would sit there and I would watch, and I'm like there was a moment one time with Gary in the 2016.
When he didn't know Aleppo.
No, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, give me.
Yes.
Sell me something and fire me up. Like, PBD. Tell me what we're going to be doing.
That's exactly my point. Yeah. You guys do not have a messaging problem. You guys aren't going to bicker over what your policies are. Like, she might be a policy wonk. You guys need eyeballs. You said you had a popularity problem. The only way, like, let's be real here. If you guys are trying to get from 2% to 5%, who gives a crap? If you're trying to get from 5% to 25%, you need popularity. You need eyeballs. You need
Why
a
do you
Kanye.
think I'm here?
But brother, I don't know if you have that popularity. You need a Kanye. You need a
I'm next to this guy. I got Kanye right here.
Awesome. Then if he's
why don't
the guy,
we do this?
That's what you guys need.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.